we once again came back to Zera Shimshon. I heard last week. It was an amazing shiur. Bershut Harav. Our Divrei Torah today is going to be לעילוי נשמת, like usual, הבחור הצעיר שנפטר בדמי עמיו, רחמת כל אליעזר בן אנג'לה, רוח השם תנחנו בגן עדן, וגם את רעיה רחל, בת מרים, רוח השם תנחנו בגן עדן. The grandmother of our very own student, our very own son, Daniel, that sponsor and dedicate this shiur for the last 3 years, בלי עין הרע. And also, גם את מרים והטובה, רוח השם תנחנו בגן עדן, תהיה נשמתם צרורה בצור החיים. One message, I'm going to share with you a few messages, but one message. We just came back. I went to visit my son. And I went to visit my son in Hong Kong. On the way to Hong Kong, we made a stop. And the stop that we made was in Japan. Now I will tell you, I don't know how many messages I have from China. Let's keep it quiet. I prefer to be quiet. I have zero messages. Except the fact that these people love money, money, money. It's all about money. Japan, on the other hand, wow. Very special people. Very unique. Japan is a whole different world. You know, unreal. If Shlomo HaMelech said, you can study from any human being.
Yes.
Mikol melamdai iskarti. They have so many messages in life from Japan. It was worthy to go there just to get the message. Unreal. What a nation these people. What a unique, what a pleasant, what a respectable people.
Honor.
Unreal. The respect that they have is at the highest level. Real and sincere respect. Japanese people, first of all, they clean and they neat. Maybe the cleanest place in the world is Japan. Second, a few messages that I got from there. Listen to this. I will share with you 2 messages. A message from Japan. The first one is as follows. Life-changing messages. And then we're going to touch the Zera Shimshon. You know, our time is limited, but it's worth it to hear. I told my son to come to Japan. We're going to meet him over there. We stayed 2 days in the Chabad house. They have amazing Chabad in any place in the world. Obvious. They have amazing Chabad house. With the mikveh, with the Bet Midrash, with restaurant. Rabbi Sedekevich, that is amazing. So we step over there and I call Rabbi Sedekevich. I said, Rabbi, I need a tour guide. I have 2 days exactly to go around all Tokyo. I said, Rabbi Vaknin, some people taking 7 to 2 weeks. I said, no, 2 days. Every country that I go, no, my wife, she made us export of going for 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks, 4 countries. 2 days a country. We went so far to almost 25 different countries. Spain, France, Italy, Belgium, Austria, New Zealand, Australia. I can count the endless countries, and every country is 2 to 3 days. We are like the army. We wake up in the morning, we pray Shacharit, 9 o'clock we start, we finish 10 o'clock at night. We have to see, we have a tour guide, we see the whole country, whatever we see the two. And 2 to 3 days is. So, you know, these 2 guys happen to be, he's a professor in university. Very knowledgeable person. So he took us and I wrote a few pages. But listen to this. One of the messages that he showed with me, ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו.
Amen.
Said the difference between us to the Japanese. What the difference? Is that, you know, we, the Jewish nation, and Chas v'Shalom, this is like the reality, especially Sephardi, especially Bukhari. When Bukhari is giving you a gift, it will remind you of the gift until 120. And even after the death, he's going to wake up, he's going to knock the I know, I give you a gift because of me. How many people told you that you succeed because of them? How many that, you know, many times I heard, some people, I'm going to mention the family names, I'm recording. So, they have a family here, they're not sharks, whales. Rich people, successful in our community, everybody knows them. And I hear people, do you know why this family succeed? Because of me. I said, wow, What exactly did? I asked the families, the wealthy family, what exactly they did? When we came 35 years ago to America, we stayed in their house one night. Now, 35 years later, all their success is because of me. We hear it all day long. There's something that we're living with. Japanese, when they give you a gift, by the way, Japanese is exporting gifts, have to be expensive. And the boxes, and well, you have to go to the store to see the way that they give gifts. With 2 hands, everything is with, and the gift have to be, forget about the gift itself, that have to be expensive. The packing, why, Japanese, they're export. And they give you such a beautiful gift, and have to be original names, and they always apologize, I'm sorry. I give you maybe Chanel, maybe I don't know what's the names. I give you worldly to get much more. But this is what I can afford. A husband give to his wife. He doesn't mention his wife all day long. You drive a luxury car. He's giving his wife X5. And he said, I'm sorry, but I made you deserve to drive X7. And you deserve to have X8, I don't know which car. You deserve to have much greater. But I'm sorry that this is the money that I can afford now. But when God will bless me, I will give you even greater. Do you realize? He's giving his wife $50,000 watch. We're giving our wife $5,000, Rolex $5,000, all day long. Because of me, so how is the watch? You see what a lucky you are that you choose that for me. And nobody like me. They're giving you $50,000 watch and they apologize. They always apologize. I'm sorry that they give you Behemet. You're supposed to have $250,000 watch. But the reason is that it's what they can afford. When I'm going to be greater, I will buy you the other watch. And we make the gift big and the portion is small. They're expert to make the portion big and the gift small. What a message. A message from Japan. To make the gift small and the portion big. You give gift, be quiet. You don't give gift to nobody. She's your wife. She's giving you everything that you have. This is your children. Why are you making such a big deal? All your money is supposed to go there. Where is it going to go? To the grave. Where are you going to take it? So why? The first message is, remember, that when you give something to someone, you don't give nothing. Borei Olam is giving. You're only a messenger. Make the gift small. Don't brag about it all day long. And let the person feel unique. Make the person big. One message. Second message, Rabbi. The tour guy, he asked me, Rabbi, right? Rabbi, the tour guy is asking me, Rabbi Vaknin, they said about you that you are a rabbi and you this. He took me into a store and he said, I'm giving you 1 minute to tell me what is unique about this store. Let's see if you're smart enough. He challenged me. I said, Borei Olam, please, my name, not because of me. Being a rabbi is not nice if I'm not going to be successful. He's going to say Rabbanim is not good, they're not smart, and please, for your sake, please, the Torah's sake, please help me. It took me 5 seconds to verify what's it. He said, Rabbi, why? Torah is good, I need to be religious. It took me 5 seconds to verify what's wrong in the store. He took me into a store, a dishes store, plates all over, different plates, for soup, plate for salad, plate for chicken, plate for spinach, or several plates. Daniel, listen to this. I wish all of us to buy these plates. I really want to buy it, but first of all, I'm not going to carry a clay plate, and it costs money to overweight. And second, they cost so much. The price over there is, Tokyo is expensive place. All these places, Hong Kong is expensive place. People is thinking, my wife went over there to find him shopping, good shopping. In America, 50%. And they come from China. So, he said, what is unique about this store? I said, very simple. All the plates have a defect. I don't know who sells such a plate. All the Japanese plates have a defect. What's the defect? They are not symmetric. You know, usually when you buy a plate, have to be symmetry. Symmetry meaning the soup have to be straight all over, right? By then, one is up, one is down. You don't like a roller coaster. What is this? I don't understand. Who is paying for plates? Nothing is this one is straight like this one is like this, the other one is like this, but and the same plates. I don't know if you ever saw it. Go to the store. I'm not telling you. I asked him, Behemet, why do they buy it? I mean, for a woman, this is a suicide, woman. They cannot buy plates that are not symmetric. Nothing. If this one is up, the other one is down. If this one is down, the other one. So they said, what exactly happened? He said, Rabbi Vaknin, I wish that I'm going to do justice in English to what I'm telling you in Hebrew. לא היפה הוא השלם, אלא השלם הוא היפה. וואי. I don't know how you say it in English, I'm going to try. Not the beautiful is the perfect. The perfect is the beautiful. What's the meaning? In English it's not the same. In Hebrew you understand. Shalem meaning perfect. Shalem also meaning hashlama. Hashlama, to accept. In life, not everything is going to be perfect by nature. Not everything is beautiful. You know how things become beautiful? When you accept it and you're being happy with what you have. You have a plate, it's not symmetric, no problem. You start to love the plate. A minute that you fall in love with the plate becomes perfect. Because by nature, nobody is perfect. So every time you serve dishes to the husband, to the wife, you remember that even though that the plate is crooked, even though it's not symmetric, even though it's not perfect, I'm learning to love this plate. And the minute that you accept anything that happened in your life becomes perfect. Yesterday I spoke in the couple class, and I said, listen to this. What usually happens when you get married? For the young guys, I will tell you. And I wish that you're not going to do it, but it's a miracle if you're going to get the message. It's a miracle. What exactly happened in marriage like this? We get married, our love is in the highest. And then all the butterflies is going away. Now reality is coming to the picture. And then we start to fight. How many years? 15 to 20 years. And after 20 years of suffering, we start to love each other until 50 years later. 15 years of suffering, 15 to 20 years of Gehenna, and after that Gan Eden. Can I ask you, what's the difference between the first 20 years to the last 20 years? What's the difference? What's the difference?
You're more wise.
You enjoy the last 20 years.
Why? Why?
Because
You
you
went through
accept things.
No. This is the keynote. This is the keyword. Nothing changed. Your wife stay the same wife, with the same voice, with the same headaches, with the same, nothing changed. You know what changed? The husband is still the same balagan, and the same man that get you upset, and the same man that come late, and the same man that leave the shoes. After 15 to 20 years that you're trying to change each other, you make a switch and you say, that's it, enough is enough. Now, I'm accepting him. A minute that you accept him, Hashem Melech, עוד יותר. So why you didn't do it in the first year? Then you're going to see 15 years of Gehenna. Why you? No. I will change him, and I will prove him, and I'm going to change my wife. But you have to understand, you're not going to be successful to change nobody. You barely know how to change yourself. Can you wake up every morning to minyan? Can you not speak Lashon Hara? You come here, I'm going to change him. What about yourself? Start to stand. No, you are so busy, everybody's busy to change each other. I'm not here to change you guys. I'm here to work on myself, to change myself. This is the job. My job is not to come. My job is to inspire you, but not to change you. Can I change anyone? I need to work in my character, my behavior, my time of Torah. Beautiful. If you're going to learn how to accept each other much faster, every year that you accept yourself is, imagine yourself from the first year. You tell your wife, Junam Bazam, I love you the way you are. And you tell your husband, I love you the way you are. Do you know what you save? You save 15 years of headaches and shalom bayit. לא היפה הוא השלם, אלא השלם הוא היפה. Why? You know, Zera Shimshon is a life-changing message. But sometimes life brings us, like Shlomo Melech said, a messages. Wow. Welcome to Japan. I want each one of you to go and to buy at least a few dishes, take them to the mikveh, dip it, and serve it every Shabbat. And remember that it's not the beauty that is perfect. Bullshit. We have here connections all the way to your house, UPS. I want to order. I said, really, I want to order just to remind myself the message every Shabbat. To leave this message, Not to share it 5 minutes in the class, we continue. To leave it. Rabbi, unread. 2 things. Don't make the big gift in the men's and the human being small. Make the man small and the gift small. And the gift big. And make the man big and the gift small. Second message is, not the beauty is the perfect. The perfect is the beauty. Choose to accept anything around you, and life is going to be beautiful. If this is some of the Zera Shimshon is asking a question, and the question is of the Zera Shimshon is as follows. Is any logic that this week parasha, after Paro released the Jewish nation, he chased the Jewish nation? I don't understand. You released them. What's the point to go to chase them again, to bring them back? Right? You released them already. Now, by Paro running to chase the Jews, he died. Him and his nation died. All of them died. But you released them. You didn't release them because you're a good guy. You released them because you had 10 plagues. And the last plague is Makat Bechorot. All the first baby bones died. You had blood. You had frog. You have darkness. Whatever you want. Boiled skin. Balagan. Why are you going back and chase against the Jews? Simple and brilliant questions the Zera Shimshon is asking. But his answer is as follows. You see, they have pasuk, very unique pasuk, and as Yashir. As Yashir Moshe, this big Parsha. Uvenei Yisrael, et Hashira Azot, is very important for a single man, for a human being that need parnasa. To say as Yashir every day, B'shira, with song, is very, when you're going into a meeting, when you're going out on a date, before you're going into the date, and you want to have successful, especially business, and especially, for anything, but especially business, and parnaso. What do you have to do? To sing. As Yashir Moshe, before you, don't do it on the date. She's going to take you to psychology. No, don't. Why are you singing? But do it before. Plan it. I see Ephraim already practicing. Ephraim, relax. You want to get, you need to get married. That's it. Come on, enough. Ephraim, don't make balagan. No. They said, they have a special pasuk. What's the special pasuk? Listen to this. Zera Shimshon right. אמר אויב, ארדוף, אשיג, אחלק שלל תמנעים הנפשי. What is so unique about this pasuk? אמר אויב, ארדוף, אשיג, אחלק. What is so unique? 5 Aleph. Aleph. Usually in America we have only 3 Aleph, triple A. We don't have 4 Aleph, right? They have in the company with 4 Aleph? No. 4 8? No.
No,
So,
there is.
they have? Yes. What? Which?
4 8, yeah, they have.
They have a company? Okay.
Oh,
This is 5 8.
Those skinny batteries.
Yeah, this is 5 8. Why 5 8? So that's so beautiful. I know you're waiting for Thursday. I'm going to give you something. I'm not going to give you only life-changing message from Japan. Life-changing something from the Zera Shimshon. This class is Zera Shimshon. Listen to this. 5 different age. Why 8? Because Behemet, the Jewish nation was supposed to be in Egypt. How many years? 430 years. ומושב בני ישראל, last week פרשה, בארץ מצרים, 430 שנים. 30 ו-400 שנים. Right? What the Rav, right? Beautiful. Rabbi Sassoon. How many years? 430. How many years the Jewish nation really served like a slave in Egypt? No. Served like a slave. 86 years only. Meaning, from 586, they serve only one. From 586, they serve only one. Only 186. So meaning, they're still missing 86, 86, 86, and 86. They're still missing. Now, why 86? Why not 85? Why not 87? Why? Do you know which names of God is Midat Adin? Elokim. Elokim, Amonai is a good name. Yud Kevavke is the kindness, the charity, the merciful. Elokim is judgment. The Jewish nation went into to Egypt because of judgment, not because the Yud Kevavke. They went over there with the name of judgment. When God sitting down in the chair of judgment, like the first day of Rosh Hashanah, is a dangerous day. You have to pray, you have to be a book and all that. First day, dinner, kasher. The judgment is rough. We don't sleep. Some people tzaddikim do not speak the whole days. Only Tehillim, there is a right that nobody asks you to cry, but if you cry, meaning that you're tzaddik, that you have a special soul. You know that? If you cry in Rosh Hashanah, meaning that your soul feel the time that you're being judged. Now, if this is so, Midat Adin was against the Jews. 5 Midat Adin. How many times they got? Only 86. Where is the other 4? So they had 4 other exiles. Babylon is one, correspond to the second 86. And then Paras, Persia, another 86. Not necessarily have to be exactly 86, but the judgment came against the Jews. And then Greek, you remember Hanukkah? Another judgment, another exile. And now we're in exile not for 86, 2,000 years, and on in almost 2,000, here. This is Galut Romi, Galut Edom, right? So we had 4 other. Why 4? Because to cover the one that we left. We left 4 minus. And this is what Paro realized. Paro, when he released the Jews, I realized that I released them much before times. So maybe I can go back and take them into me. Because they didn't finish the 420 years. Now, if you're going to see in the Pasuk, it's very unusual. Because the 5 Aleph is not together. 4 together, 1 aside. Amar Aleph, Oyer Aleph, Erdof Aleph, Asig Aleph. And then space, big space. Achalek Shalal, Timlaim. And the other Aleph is in different place. Why? People ask me, and that one is a good chidush forever, especially for the night of the Seder. I know Rabbi Abraham will share it, and Rabbi Sasson, 2 rabbis will share this chidush. Why do we drink 4 cups in the night of the Seder? And usually they have 2 explanations. One explanation. Today, with your permission, out of this holy night, I will share with you another one. Something that you never heard. A life-changing one. The way that we study is as follows. The 4 cups is correspond. Do you know that when you're driving, and I don't know if they ever stop you for being drunk. You know, it's a way to check if a person is drunk or under influence of drugs, but especially drunk. I mean, one time I was driving in Florida, Daniel, you're not going to believe, I saw accident in front of my eyes. Now, thank God he didn't went bump into me. It was a red light, and me and another car was stopping, and then a car behind car, driving, boom, he went on the car next to me, and I saw it. I said, and then the guy came out. When the police came, the guy came out, full of tattoo, looked like a mafia guy, full of tattoo, balaga, and what the hell? And the eyes, like Machshimo, the devil himself. And the police told me that you saw it, and I said, no. I look straight. I do not want to be with it. Nobody died, nothing. I did. I said, no, when I'm driving, I'm very focused. What focus me like? I said, I don't know this guy. At night, I don't want to see him. When he looked at me, he said, no, I didn't see nothing. He was drunk, completely drunk. He said, I'm not drunk. And he's walking like this. He said, I'm not drunk. Even straight, he cannot look. They have a way. Now, it's funny, because when you're going in to the test, they have a school that you have to take. And one of the pictures, and I saw it, is beautiful, they show you how much every cup of alcohol influences you. In one cup, you're in this stage. Then second cup, you cannot see to this distance, and another cups. They show you the influence. Do you know why we drink 4 cups? Because it was 4 stages of exile. We didn't come out right away. The first one is we stop being slavery. For that we drinking to say thank you. The second one is I believe that not only, no, the first one is we stop having avodat parich, meaning we still work, but we didn't work a difficult job. You know what's difficult? They used to give a man to do what the woman is doing. They used to give a woman to do what the man is doing. They used to give us to work at night and to sleep during the day. They used to break the nature and purpose. Suffering. We stop suffering. The second level is we stop being a slave. Another level is we stop being strange people. We got citizen. You're not a slave, but definitely you're not a citizen. Mexican. You're not a citizen. And then we became citizen. But citizen of what? And number 4 is we left Egypt. So it was 4 stages of redemption. For every stage we drink to say, God, our status change. The cup of wine reminds us that we change. This is one explanation. But tonight, according to what Zera Shimshon writes, do you know why we drink 4 cups? Because we came out 4 times 86 before. And the only cup that we don't drink is the cup that we saw the exile. We have 5 cups. 1 cup, they call it kosher elio, right? We leave it, we don't drink it. We're not drinking to memorize the exile. We're drinking to memorize the redemption. And the exile, we don't drink. How do you remember the redemption? We said that we're supposed to be there 430 years of slavery. How many years we've been in slavery? Only 86 years. How do you know that 86 years? How do you know that 86? How do you know that the Jewish nation was there 86 years? Rabbi, don't answer. Anyone that will answer will get free breakfast. Isn't that breakfast $25? Open place, America. Anyone know the answer? How do you know that you spend 86 years in exile? Beautiful, beautiful. Mitatadin, Elokim. Can you prove it to me? It's nice, but can you have a proof? Open press, $25. No, professional, that's it.
Now he has the card.
Yes. You answer, you get right away the cash. But how do you know that? The answer is as follows. In which age the Jewish nation left Egypt? Moshe Rabbeinu was in which age?
80.
80. Beautiful, right? Who said 80? Daniel? 80. Which age Aaron HaKohen was?
83 now.
No, 83. Beautiful. 3 years. Which age Miriam was? It's very important to know.
81, 82.
No, 86. Miriam is the oldest. Right? Miriam is the oldest. So Miriam was 86. Aaron, 86. 83. And Moshe, 80. Right? Beautiful. Now, a minute that Miriam came to the world, suffering came to the world. How do you know? What's the name? What's the meaning in English or in Hebrew for the name Miriam? Bitterness. Mar. Who called his daughter bitterness? I don't understand. Imagine if you call your son bitterness. The son will go out and he's going to come shotgun. What is my father? Not normal. Why do you call me bitterness? You call me beautiful names. Do you know why Amram called his daughter bitterness? Not chad v'shalom that she brought Bet Mazal. In this moment, the Jewish nation went to slavery. And in order to feel the pain of the Jews, he said, Miriam, Mar Yam. Mar, bitterness, Yam is river. Split of the sea. Yam is Torah. Torah can avoid bitterness. Maybe according to my interpretation. And this is God's gift today, right now. Maybe because of that they call her Miriam. Why? Because the tribe of Levi is the only one that didn't serve one day. You know why? Because they study Torah. Mar Yam. When you study Torah, you don't have the bitterness. To sweet the bitterness is to Torah. And Yam, water, symbolized Torah. And Mayim era Torah. Beautiful. So this is, so now we know that it was 86. Because she was 86. Why her name is bitterness? Beautiful. Again, why 86?
Why? How do we know 86?
No. Well, how do we know? I told you. Miriam.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, but why 86? You know why? How many cups we drink it?
86 grams.
4. How do we write cup in Hebrew? How do we write cup?
Kos.
Kos. How do we write cup in Hebrew? Chaf?
Kaf samach shin.
No.
Kos. Kaf vav
Beautiful. Chaf, vav, samach. How much is chaf in numerical number? 20. How much is vav? 6. How much is samach? 60. How much together? 86. We drink the first cup. We said, Borei Olam, thank you, Moshe Tzalamat, for the less 86 that we spend in Egypt. We drink the second one for the less 86 that we drink the third one for the less 86. We drink it because we're supposed to be the 430 and we spend only 86. So meaning 4 times 86 less. For every 86 that we got less, we sell Chaim. To say to them, not because the 4th stage of redemption, because the 486 that we can less. If this is now we understand why the 4 Aleph is together and 1 is aside. Because the 4 Aleph stands for Elohim, is the 4 Midat Adin that we be in exam. God took it out. Because the Jewish nation was not able to handle the Galut. Another minute, they will never be out. So now we understand also why Paro chased them to bring them back. Okay, if this is so, what you do? Beautiful, huh? Beautiful. Daniel, if this is so, I will jump a little. Unlimited. One of the most important parasha in this week parasha, we had few things, there's many miracles that happened, but one of them applied to our generation very strong. We had the miracle of the split of the sea. Okay, we had nothing to do with the split of the sea, except reading it as Yeshua Moshe, but it's no it's no direct application to us. I can give you endless, but in general. We also had the Be'er, the well of Miriam. Okay, we had nothing to do with the wells. We also had Amalek. Beautiful, but Amalek had nothing to do with it. I'm not sure. But we had something that applied to us very much until today. And this Tuesday was a great segula to read it. Parashat Haman. Haman have something very, very much to do with all of us. What's the connection between Parashat Haman? Haman is the food from heaven. You remember the man? No. The man is the manna from heaven. That one has something to do with us. What is so unique about us? The Parnasa. We can get many messages to our life. Because until today, if there's anything that keep our mind captured, is livelihood. Parnasa. We're fighting for it, we're working for it, all day long, we're talking about it. We need it. Especially when you get married, you need to pay rent, you need to pay mortgage, you need to pay the dress of your wife, you need to pay the food, you need to pay tuition of your children. You need Parnasa. And maybe from this story, they said, anyone that read Parashat Haman, especially this Tuesday, twice read a Targum, מובטח לו שיהיה לו עושר גדול. Promise to become rich. My older brother, the tzaddik, asked many times. There are many people that read this segula. The Jewish nation loves segulot. And still, none of them became rich last year. And they did it last year, and they did it the year before. And they did it 3 years, and they still broke. As broke that they can get. And the question is why? Rabbi Menachem Mendel, Miremino, Kodesh Kodeshim. In the Sidurim, they said, if you're going to see in the end of the Tefillah, I believe that even Magen Avraham have it. They have Parashat Haman on a daily basis. מובטח לו שלא יחסר מזונו. You will never miss food if you're going to read this portion this week. Parashat Haman, you will never have any food issue. Livelihood, business will always going to be working. So how come people do not become rich even though that they read it? And my brother explained in a beautiful way. They read the parasha, but they don't apply the message to their life. It's not only to read it, it's to believe in it. It's to study from it. You go into Japan, you can come back. How was Japan? The sushi was good. That's it. This is good. When you go into Japan, you ask yourself, what's the message that God showed me to become a better human being? You're coming into the shiur. So how is the shiur? The pizza was amazing. Last week was meat. This week is pizza. Next week is the sushi. Balagan. And Chinese food. Balagan. Right? But you didn't come here to spend 1 hour for the food. You don't need real food. You can eat at home. So you came here to get the message. And the question is, what's the message? We read in Parashat Haman, what's the message? So listen to what the Zera Shimshon writes. There's many, many messages from Parashat Haman. The first message is, Parashat Haman, no matter if you are righteous or not, everybody got food. The only difference between righteous or not is the distance. Some of them went far to bring the food, but everybody had food. Azan u'mefarnes lakol. Borei Olam will give you your parnasa. All what you have to have is emunah. That's it. How does Shar B'tachon write? Menuchat hanefesh. Peace of mind. Stop worrying. That's the famous song when we grew up. I don't know, Rabbi from still young, no white hair, so he doesn't know the song. Maybe Rabbi Sasson knows the song. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
הבחור שכזה הרג את הזמן.
איך? Wait, it's not good for the story.
וואו.
Okay, I'm not going to give it to him. He just killed the guy. No. He said this singer, he killed himself. After saying, don't worry, be happy, he's suicide. I never do it. Next time I'm not going to mention this song, you know, you kill the message. But the message is, menuchat hanefesh, meaning peace of mind. Why? Azan u'mefranes lekulam. You're always going to get your parnasa. Remember it. Your parnasa is guaranteed the same way that your wife is guaranteed. As long as you're going to do the ishtadlut, you have nothing to do. You make the effort, Borei Olam will send you your wife. And the perfect woman for you. The second message that Zera Shimshon writes. We connect Omer legolgolet. How much is Omer a numerical number? 310. Ein, Mem, Resh. You know how much is that? 310. Ein 70, Mem 40, Resh 200. How much? 310, right? Why this number is lucky? They have three things that they have 310. What is this? Shai, gift. Gift, Shin Yud. How do you write gift in Hebrew?
Matana.
Matana. But they have a fancy word. Like in English, there are many words. One of the ways to call matana is Shai. I give you. Shai, Shin Yud, 310. Every tzaddik in Olam Haba have how many Olamot? 310. How do you say carry? You know what's carry? Carry is western seed. Kuf, Resh, Yud, 310. When a person western seed is losing the gift of parnasa. Why? We collect Omer 310, livelihood, carry is 310, and gift is 310. Beautiful, huh? So because of that Shmirat HaBrit is so important for you, parnasa. And also, you don't have to get crazy about collecting money. I mean, big tzaddikim, Rabbi Meir, I just heard that Rabbi Meir Abu Chatzera. This week it was the Hilulah of the Baba Sadi. I was in Hong Kong in the Hilulah Saturday night. I went and I joined Hilulah. They asked me to come to speak, the beautiful, in the house of Ravivo. I don't know, it was maybe in the 40 or 50 floor of the building, maybe 80 floor, I don't know. And one of the toughest building in Hong Kong was beautiful. So, his own son, Rabbi, Baba Meir, had a tradition, and many tzaddikim of this tradition. They never leave money in their home. Meaning, if they get donations, you know what they do? They call all the poor people. Tomorrow, I don't have to worry about what tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow, Borei Olam, the same guy that worry about me today is going to be. What did they study it from? The man. The man came every day precisely. If you keep, it becomes spoiled. And if you took little, it become bigger. You had enough livelihood. You took, how many times we fighting when we eat, especially when you have buffet. When we run into the buffet, we take food for the next 20 years. Why? You're afraid maybe it's not going to be enough. A Jew, a believer Jew, doesn't. You take little, and suddenly you eat a little, and you feel like you ate a lot. Why? There's a miracle in the food. It's a miracle in Parnasa. You need to get your Parnasa, you're going to get exactly how much you need. You cannot collect more, and you cannot collect less. The amount of money that you're going to make this year already announced. The message of the money is to remind you. It's good to make effort, but don't get crazy about it. You don't have to be crooked. You don't have to steal. You don't have to go in different ways. You don't have to work 18 hours a day. Be normal. Pray to Hashem in the morning. Pray to Hashem in Chag. Come to study Torah, like what you're doing right now. Be normal. And work. If you can work 6 hours or 8 hours, that's it. And your livelihood already, you don't need to work hard to make money. All what you need is one good customer. Amen? And every business, you have one customer, come on, that's it. This customer is giving you enough money. I had a story in Hong Kong, when I was a rabbi in Hong Kong. I went to visit my son, but 23 years ago I was a rabbi. And one of my students, he became a student, a Syrian Jew. He came into the show. It was a big show, a big. And he spent maybe $10,000 or $15,000 for 3 days, the booth. Small booth, tiny booth. And he spent another $10,000 for the flight, for the hotel, for the food, kosher food, for everything. How much he sold? None. Zero. On the way to the airport, after 3 days, do you know what it means to be in a show when you have a booth and not to sell nothing? Suicide. He came to me and I see his eyes depressed. I said, Rabbi Vaknin, I don't know why God is doing it. I said, Moshe, I'm going to call him Moshe. His name is not Moshe. He said, Moshe. If you believe in God, start dancing. Because Yeshua Hashem can refine. Borei Olam can make miracles. And what counts for you, you're going to get, even without doing any effort. The effort that you did to come to China, that's it. Forget about the booth, forget about the money, forget about nothing. Start dancing. Work in your emunah in Hashem. On the way back to the airport, Hong Kong is 14 to 18 hours. If this is direct 18, I did 14 hours to China, Japan, and from Japan it's another 4 hours to China. So together is 18. It depends on your slices. But it's 18 hours. He was sitting down, next to him is a older man. Sitting, when you are sitting next to somebody 18 hours, you talk to him. You have no choice. What's your name? My name is Bob. My name is Dave. My name is Kevin. My name is Baragan. I said, okay, Bob, how can I help you? I said, which business you have? Furniture? I said, why? Because your name is Bob Furniture. I said, no. The older man is telling the Jew. I said, I'm buying bags, special bags. Good morning, America. I said bags. I said, do you have brochure? He showed him the brochure. So, wow. Okay. They negotiate the price, they negotiate everything. Surprisingly, when he came, 2 days after the flight, he made for him order that gave him livelihood for 5 years. Few $100,000 profit every year. And where? On the way back. Not in the booth, not in the hotel, not. Parnasa come from Shamayim. You have to remember it. The first message is everybody have Parnasa. We all have Parnasa. Don't worry. Be happy. Every Jew got the food. The second message is you don't have to get crazy about it. It's going to come to you. And if you're going to collect more, you're going to lose it. And if you collect less, it's going to be a blessing in this money. So don't worry, whatever you are, whatever register is registered. And last but not least, and this is the most important, listen to this. Shabbat, you do not have to work. There was no money in Shabbat. Every day the food came for 1 day. Shabbat came for 2 days. Friday, the Torah tells you that in Shabbat you don't work. Lichvod Shabbat Kodesh. Shabbat, you're not working in Shabbat. Shabbat brings the blessing the whole week. I always tell my wife, and I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that when you buy a new clothing, we just studied today the halacha regarding to Shammai V'Hillel. Shammai the whole day was involved in Shabbat. He used to buy, he saw beautiful fish. How do you call it? Dorado, you know, fat and juicy. He saw the Dorado looked at them and he looked at the Dorado. The Dorado told them, take me. He took it. What did he say? Lichvod Shabbat Kodesh. Day later, he saw another Dorado much bigger. He said, Anu haram, what I'm going to eat Shabbat small. He ate the first one and he skipped it. Day later, he saw, which fish is a bigger fish from Dorado? Which fish Bukhari like? Which fish?
Carp.
Carbs. What? The carbs, but good one, juicy one. He bought the carbs and he ate the whole week. He saw one shoes, he bought the shoes. He saw another shoes, he bought the other shoes, better shoes, in order to wear that to Shabbat. I tell my wife, you know, in my house, when I buy any jewelry or any dress to my wife, I'm trying to never buy to my wife for weddings or for event. I don't care about the event. Event, God do not pay for it. When you buy your wife dress for an event, for dinner, you pay for it. You're a loser. You know what you do? You buy the dress for the event, but you tell your wife, I bought it for Shabbat, and the first time you wear it is on Shabbat. And you say, Lichvod Shabbat Kodesh.